Hey everyone, welcome back to Garner Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at two items that I ordered a few weeks ago. They finally got here, super excited about that. I got some new audio stuff here as well, we're going to be testing that out. So if you wouldn't mind in this video specifically, and then going forward too, certainly leave me a comment down in the comment section and let me know if the audio like this is improved or if you guys would like me to try and figure out something else. It's a good mic and everything, but depending on how editing and everything else goes, I want you guys to let me know how volume levels are and just how this whole thing sounds. So I really appreciate that kind of stuff. It's hard for me to always determine on my end exactly how it sounds, and I don't mind a few good critiques. So with all that out of the way, let's take a look at a couple of new tools, and we'll get started right now. And we're back. Here we are taking a look at the couple new tools. I did order these through Amazon. They, like I said, had some pretty good sales going on around the holidays, so I took advantage of it. Let's start with this first one here. Check that out. This is the Knipex 87-00-100. If you're not familiar, these are the extra small Cobra water pump pliers. Very cool. We'll be unboxing these here in a second, as well as these. This is the Wera Jokers, and this is the 6,000 Joker set. It's 8 of the Imperials, and it does have the ratcheting feature, as you can see here. So, absolutely incredibly stoked to get these, especially on sale. These are high quality wrenches, and I just can't wait to get them out and take a look at them here. So let's move this other box off the table here, get that out of the way. Now we can start doing the fun thing. All right, we'll leave those there. Let's get into the Knipex. I believe I'm saying that right. You guys always let me know in the comments section, and I appreciate it. Sometimes it slips my mind, but I believe it is Knipex. Knipex, something like that. So check those out. Nicely packaged. Look at how small those are. Tiny little things, but still incredibly handy and useful. I like how these are packaged. It's very nice, straightforward. There we go. It's even got a little tag on here. Cobra XS. So when you get into this smaller size like this, you're going to see that you don't have the spring action here. This does not, it probably just doesn't have the room for it, I would imagine, and it's probably not super necessary. So the way you're going to actually make this work is you're going to lift up on the handle, and it's going to freely slide up and down here. And then as you rotate it back down, it's going to lock into place. And it actually looks like, yeah, it does. It functions really similar to, I believe it's the Knipex, are they the quick sets is what they call them? The quick set pliers. Here, I'm going to take this tag off here. It's like an elastic. There we go. So Knipex makes some water pump pliers. Maybe some of their plier wrenches, I don't recall, but they've got what they call the quick set feature. And if you can see here, I'll try and get it up on the camera, you can kind of see the way those teeth are designed. They're different than the normal Cobras. The typical Cobras, these teeth are kind of straight both sides. Not straight, but it's a perfect triangle. I should get another pair out to show you, but basically, you wouldn't be able to slide the Knipex Cobras up like that without first releasing the lock. The quickset pliers, the teeth are cut differently here so that you can open them up full size. You can bring the handle like this, and let's say the fastener, whatever you're grabbing, is smaller. The pipe, you just push it up until you meet it and make contact, and now you have engagement. So I've seen reviews on them. Some people love them, other people don't care for them at all, but this is kind of set up very similarly. So you can get around it lock it up, and then the only option for bringing it back down is you got to fully open that handle up. It looks like, let's see, halfway. No, you got to go fully open it up, and it's closed. So they do not have any sort of coating on the grip. It's just a nice knurling. You can see on this side it says made in Germany. It's actually really well done, very clear. The knurling on it is aggressive enough to give you plenty of grip, but it's not uncomfortable. So just incredibly well machined. These are nice little pliers. I don't recall the exact opening size. It's something like an inch or something. So you still get a very nice usable plier that can get onto some pretty big stuff in just an absolutely tiny package. So here it is, fully closed. That can go into a pant pocket, no problem. The other nice thing with this pair being as small as it is, you can see how thin the jaws are. So I mean, this is something I feel like I'm going to be able to keep in my pocket, on my person, use it like an EDC type tool, and I'm going to be able to get a lot done. If I run into a situation where I need more leverage, or I need more jaw capacity, obviously you got to get to the larger size. But man, how many times are you going to run into things on a routine basis where that kind of opening right there is going to take care of it? You know what? Let me set this down. I'm going to grab I'm going to grab a tape measure here. Let's just see. So handles fully pulled down, and then the handles compressed like you were grabbing something. Let's start at the 1 inch mark here. Right around just under 3/4. So, I mean, you can easily get onto 3/4. If you open up the jaw to grab something that's about an inch, that's about the handle spacing there. Very, very reasonable. So let's say you can get up to 1 inch on this without very much work at all. So absolutely awesome pair of pliers. And I'm just noticing that there. So right at the end there, if you push these up, you can kind of see they don't fully line up. You got a space here, and then you've got a misalignment there. So you kind of have to rotate the handle up slightly to open it up, and then it will fully seat, and it's perfectly ready to go. So absolutely awesome pair. Those I think are going to be some of my favorites here real soon. I can feel it. Okay, but on for a big show here. Let's get into the Wera Jokers. If you're not familiar with the Joker wrenches, what made them unique in the beginning was, you can see it here, and we'll actually pull these wrenches out. There we go. Look at this beautiful tool pouch it comes in, or tool roll. Look at that. Just a beautiful setup there. I mean, I love this. Maybe for some individuals it seems maybe a little bit gaudy or a little overdone, but man, you will have no problem identifying what pouch houses what tools. I think the only thing that would make this just barely better is if there was some sort of indicator that this is the SAE set, and maybe they color code them differently for the SAE, like the J and the little emblem here. I don't think so though, but if they had something on here that just indicated this was your SAE set, especially if you're going to run a metric set with it, which eventually I will, then it's easily identifiable. So just a great looking pouch here. Let's get this opened up. Well, hang on here. So as always, Wera includes, they got a nice little booklet here. Kind of goes through some of the features. Good stuff. We can look at that later. Got a nice sticker, which is great. And then that looks like everything, I believe. So set that off to the side up there. So you got a nice hook or punch out there. Feels like metal reinforced. Incredibly strong Velcro. Incredibly strong. And there it is. Again, 8-piece set from Wera. These are the Jokers. Let's pull out the 1/2 inch here. Good old 1/2 inch. And we'll go through some of the details. So the original kind of sell for the Wera Jokers was you had this function right here, if you can see that right there. This piece is actually removable if you want it to be. There's a Torx head fastener right there. You would remove that and this piece would come out. It would function exactly just like a typical wrench then. What makes this nice is this creates a holding function on the other side. So if you can see right in there, you can kind of see those pieces of metal. That's that back in here. And it allows you, if you're, let's say you're working on something, you're in a tight spot, you've got the bolt in place, but you're trying to get the nut on, you can set the nut in there and this will actually hold it in place. But it's going to do it in such a way that once you get it started, you can easily just continue to work with it and move forward. And it's completely optional. So even with it in place here, it's not like every nut is going to be held by it, because you can change the angle and all of a sudden you can move completely past it. So it's just an incredibly well thought out design. Really makes these interesting. Now they make, you know, a typical wrench set with your 15-degree angle offset and your standard boxed end, but this is of course the ratcheting set. There's no switch on this set. They do make a pair, or they do make Joker wrenches that has a switch and the 15-degree offset. So if that's kind of the style you want, they're a little bit more expensive, and I'm sure they're a little bit bulkier because now you have to have a direction change mechanism built in there, but they do offer that. So just an incredibly good looking wrench. Feels really good in the hands. I like this finish because it looks like a chromed finish, but it's kind of matted. It's not super, you know, in your face. Of course, in this light, it's gonna look super shiny, but it's definitely not like a typical chromed wrench that you're used to. Ratcheting. Minimal back drag. It's hard to tell without getting it on some fasteners and working with it, but it feels incredibly smooth back, good movement. It's a very nice ratchet. Very, very nice. So the handle shape, you can kind of see it there. It's a little bit different, kind of flares right in here, comes back down. I love that they've got all of your indicators here, or all of your, you know, sizing. It's like not embossed, but it's like forged into it, right? So that's never going to go away. And then the other awesome feature with all of the Wera tools is they use a color coordinated system across all of their tools. So from their sockets to their wrenches, and then even to some of the bits and stuff like that, this color is going to be kind of standardized. So I know if I'm working on something and I need a 1/2 inch, I can quickly see this teal color here. That's my 1/2 inch wrench, or that's my 1/2 inch socket. And you can kind of go on from there. So very, very cool system. And because this is my first set, we'll see how long it takes me to learn it. But I've heard from others who you know, wrench every day and use their tools, and they say after a while it does become kind of second nature, and you kind of quickly move through your sizing based on the color. So not only do they give you easy indication there, but they do give you the awesome color coordinated. So just a great looking wrench set there. So excited. The SAE set like this is again 8 pieces. You're going from 5/16. You've got a 3/8 here, 7/16, 1/2 inch, 9/16, 5/8, 11/16, and 3/4. So great little set. For some reason I was thinking maybe there was a 1/4 inch, but that's not a real problem. You can, you know, always pick up more. They do make them, but this is just kind of how the ratcheting set comes typically. So very nice tool roll. I see here it's got like a loop. I don't know if you would hang it off of that. Maybe that's the idea, is you could hang it up. It's kind of an odd location to hang, but I guess if you need it up in the air for a moment, that's definitely doable. But look at what you're getting. I mean, that is just a lot of tools wrapped up in a very, very compact package. So depending on, your workflow and what you like. Maybe you don't care for the tool pouches. There's some people who like them because you can set them up, and obviously they're textile. They're it's less prone to scratching a surface or damaging it, and it keeps everything well organized. But obviously, if you don't want it, put them in your toolbox, put them wherever, and you're good to go. A lot of guys just empty these out and they put them in their tool bags, and they're good to go. So awesome set. I am so excited to actually. Man, that Velcro is just robust, and there is no Velcro on the back. So a lot of Wera like tool pouches now are kind of building in their to-go system where this pouch or the box or whatever it is would have a Velcro strip, and they would include one that you could either attach to a different surface, or if you buy the Wera to-go bags and boxes, it would actually just, you could affix it right to that and it's ready to go. Now, you might be a little skeptical, okay, it's Velcro, how well does it hold? Honestly, I think they use the actual Velcro brand Velcro, which is pretty awesome, and it is incredibly strong. It is really strong, and I'm sure that they've spent the time to figure out how much do we actually need per thing based on the weight so that it doesn't come off. But so another option, this one doesn't have it. This is for the actual closure, but being it's a tool roll, you probably aren't too worried about it because you can roll this up so nice, so tight. And look at that. It's a very, very compact package. Slip that in the tool bag and you're ready to go. So I hope this was enjoyable for you all. Again, leave me a comment down below specifically about the audio. If this is better, please let me know, because I'm definitely, I would continue to do this and make some tweaks and improvements to move forward. If you don't like the audio, again, let me know as well, and I'll try and figure out some better solutions. But for now, this seems like a reasonable one that I'm going to try and attempt. So, and then also, leave me your thoughts. What do you guys think about the Knipex Cobras and then the Wera Jokers? Do you guys have any experience with either of these tools? I have lots of experience with the Knipex, the larger size Cobras. I've got I think a pair of 7 and 10 inch, and they're phenomenal. They really are the best water pump plier, or like channel lock style plier that I've ever used. They're just well built. The jaws on them are incredible. So let me know what you guys think. I have no experience with the Jokers. I've had plenty of experience with other wrench sets, but this is definitely the nicest set that I have ever owned. This is definitely getting into your professional tool truck level quality. So your Snap-ons and Matcos and Macs and all those. This is getting up into that territory, which is really fun. So again, appreciate you guys. If you feel like it, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, drop me a comment. Love engaging with y'all. Have a good rest of your day.